The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
It's coming from the deep, dark recesses of the mind of Mel Brookes. I love him. Young Frankenstein.
Life, you hear me? Give my creation life!
Sky means business.
Hello, everybody. We're back. Series 4 already. Episode number 1 of a brand new, shiny series. I say brand new and shiny, but me and Chris are in black and white. But that's because we're films in black and white. How are you, Chris? You alright, mate?
Yes, I'm okie dokie. A bit cold, but since it's -4, I think you're allowed to be cold this weather, aye?
Oh, aye. Some of us have been out taking children to school and the like, you know, so we've braved the elements. But aye, it was freezing, mate. Absolutely freezing.
Yeah. Well, I like to sleep with my windows open.
Used to know lads that used to like to sleep with their legs open, and it's a bit drafty at times, you know, but back in the day. And there you go. That's it, we're off, we're running. So, once again, as we said a couple of weeks ago, thanks very much everybody that's been tuning in for the past year and a half. It's been very much appreciated, and we're now starting to see a level of tune-in ability on the YouTube that we're kind of chuffed with, getting like roughly between 300 and 500 an episode on the YouTube, which is great. I wish we could resonate that on the listening Audible platformage, but I don't know. People just seem to be liking the YouTubes there. Why?
Aye. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's for charming demeanour. But
that's it. Maybe it's all the wee like kind of lashes that pop up on your Instagram and all that looking for middle-aged bearded fathers. All the kind of what watches and all that. A lot of shite. Looking honey traps.
Oh, the robots. The robots.
Love a bot. We love a bot. So, as a series opener, mate, we thought we'd have a wee think about it, and we come up with 1974 classic, comedy classic, mate. Young Frankenstein, directed by Mel Brookes. Just one of the ones I think everybody has seen, or if they've no, they just need to see it, man, didn't they?
Aye, definitely. I was one of them that didn't watch black and white films, right? So I didn't watch this for the longest time. And when obviously I eventually did go to humour, thought it was brilliant. And if it's actually see this film, it's the reason I've went back and watched black and white films. Know what I mean? So, but aye,
well, the
brilliant,
thing is, it's black and white on purpose, innit? It's no because it's before technical or anything like that. It's Mel Brookes, his play on Frankenstein is a classic when that was out. It was back in the golden age of cinema and stuff, so he thought, I'll keep it black and white and I'll add a wee thing to it, and it works, doesn't it? It really does.
Aye, definitely. Aye, because they even went with the old titles at the beginning. See the old Gothic writing and stuff, just for the effect. It's brilliant, man.
Aye, old Gothic
so
writing
good.
and the violin. Know what I mean? The mist coming in at the castle and all that. Just like it's a classic old Hammer horror or something.
Aye, honestly, it's superb. And they wanted to date that way, but apparently as well, the studio wanted them to release it in colour and tried to trick them into doing it as well. Know what I mean? Crafty swines that they are.
Aye. See, when obviously when doing research and stuff, and there's some cracking photos on Google. You can Google image search, like shots it, like off camera, and it's just in the normal colour and all that, and it's
Aye.
strange looking, man. Just weird.
Aye. 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 Like you says, I think see because it's in black and white, it definitely helps it. Gives it a bit more atmosphere. Know what I mean?
Yes,
Whereas,
it gives it a bit,
because like,
more of a cinematic gravitas. Huh?
I can like you see when you see the pictures, the still shots and all that, and there's like bright purples and all that. It looks a bit. Have you seen that of the Carry On Screaming film? It would have been a bit
I'm
like
just
that.
going to say, like a Carry On film. Aye, it's just too colourful. So somebody's let a toddler go mental with the crayons. You know what I mean? Aye, black and white definitely works. So this film it's got a great cast, man. It's got Gene Wilder, Peter Boyle as Frankie. I'm calling him Frankie throughout this, by the way. Marty Feldman. It's just his name just makes me think eyes, man. It's brilliant. Teri Garr, Madeline Kahn, Mel Brookes himself. There's a lot of howling and stuff in it. Kenneth Mars, Cloris, Leachman, and a small cameo from Gene Hackman, nonetheless. So I forgot completely all about was in this.
Aye, because apparently initially he wasn't credited in the film, so he just went under the radar. Know what I mean? Because I think he was pals with Gene Wilder, and he says to him, "Why you give me a part in that? Because I'd want to try comedy." Know what I mean? And he's seen in it however long it is. What is it? 5 minutes, mate. It's funny as fuck.
Aye, it's that. It's just, aye, that's just classic, man. It's brilliant. So the film itself, for 1974, had a very modest budget of 2.78 million. Do you know what it made back at the box office?
68.
Swap those numbers back to back, mate. 86.2 million. So financially, it, aye, ballpark, home run, you know what I mean? Made a lot back. So people were excited because Mel Brooks at the time as well, mate, he was, it was hot stuff, wasn't he? That he was an audience's favourite for his slapstick kind of look on comedy.
Aye. Because this not outrun about the same time as Blazing Saddles,
Aye.
and
Aye, so it was hot stuff. He done Blazing Saddles. Another one I like of his was called High Anxiety. That's a good film, man. You should watch that.
yeah.
That's quite funny. And then the ratings today still stand up. It's got an 8 out of 10 on IMDb and 94% overall on the tomatoes that are rotten. You know what I mean?
See, I was reading that this Gene Wilder considers this his favourite film he ever made. Would you say
Right.
it's his best film?
No, but I wouldn't like to pick a best, to be honest with you. Even the part he
Yeah.
plays in Blazing Saddles and the drunken gunslinger's amazing. Anything he's done with Richard Pryor, I think, is fall off your chair, side splitting laughable. And Gene Wilder's just got one of their faces, man. You just know you're in for like solid yucks. Even in this, he just looks it's brilliant in it. Would you say
Aye.
it's his favourite? His best.
Out of all of them, I'd say it's the one I've watched the most. Because as I've already told you, I'm not really a fan of Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
No,
It's just
what's wrong with you? As Gene Wilder says at the very end, "Good day, sir."
it's mate. I don't know what it is. It's just I don't know if it's just been on that often. You know what I mean? That it's just annoys me or something. I don't know, but I'm not a fan of it anyway.
Well, I
Like
told
you,
you to
I
stop
like
watching.
Blazing Saddles, I know, but it's not really a Gene Wilder film. Aye.
No, it's the Mel Brooks. But I told you to stop watching Willy Wonka with an edible. That's your own fault. So, people,
Oh.
if you've not seen this, if you've not seen the film, I don't really think I want to be your pal, to be honest with you. But for a quick synopsis, the American grandson of the infamous scientist Dr. Frankenstein struggles to prove that his grandfather was not insane, as people did believe. He's invited to Transylvania, where he discovers the process that rekindles dead bodies. So he eventually decides to take over his grandfather's legacy, and the rest, as they say, is history in it, mate.
Aye. And it's pronounced Frankenstein.
Amazing. Aye, because he's trying to be a serious academic scientist in his own right, and just wants to distance himself with the legend of Frankenstein, didn't he? So everybody says him, Dr. Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein. It's Frankenstein. Huh?
Mate, that's what I was going to say, you know. See if this film was released nowadays, do you think the humour would work for people?
2023, no. Because, do you know, a lot of the people that would go and see this would be going to see it to find faults in it. I put a wee note down here to say it's probably the first parody on a level with like Scary Movie and on it, in it, because it's
Aye.
taken a great thing or a franchise and it's just having a right good laugh with it, taking the piss out itself. Really, people don't like to see that or do that anymore. I don't know why. It's very sad, mate. Do you think it would stand? Do you
Aye.
think it would?
Well,
I think it would
I don't
bog.
know, mate. I don't know, because see, like, oh, just to be. I don't think people would get the humour. I think it's too witty for some people now. I mean,
Generation
it's
thing.
like, aye, let's see that bit. I think it's brilliant. But see when we first meet Igor and he does that walk like this, and I don't think people would get that now. I think it would go totally other heads.
Aye. Walk this way, master. No, walk this way. He's in the cane, didn't he? There's an interesting bit
I
of
mean,
trivia behind that. Did you see that? About the walk
aye,
this way bit?
it inspired Aerosmith to write that song.
Aye, Steve Tyler went to see the film, pissed himself laughing, couldn't get walk this way out his head, and went straight home and wrote walk this way, you know what I mean? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, Igor, as you say, mate, when the first meet, before they meet, right, he gets summons to Transylvania, right? He's on the train, and even that, he's on a train somewhere, he gets on a train somewhere in America, right? Next stop, New York. New York. Next stop, New York. Which is fine. Next stop, Transylvania. Transylvania. What if he's about Transylvaniano? You're just in the same train. Just train get water. Know what I mean?
But he's doing that
Nuts.
after the wee conductor goes, Transylvania, Transylvania. He says it about 5 times. He leans at a window and goes, Boy, is this Transylvania?
Yeah, sir. Would you like a polish? No, thank you. Sounds like a wee red boy or something. So it's bits like that, slapstick humour like that would get right over people's heads, man. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. Aye. I mean, that's why I asked. It's just because there's a lot of that in it. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know if. I know some people it would hit, you know what I mean? But others, I think it would just go right other than that. Because comedy films have kind of changed that way. Humour's changed. You know what I mean? But,
Aye, no, you're right. It's got to be relevant in it. It's got to incorporate today
aye.
more than anything else. I mean, even as I say to you, I watched Bad Dads yesterday. No, Old Dads, sorry. It was great, man.
Aye.
But again, it was heavy centred around woke culture. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
But that works because Bill Burr's so brash and brazen and so this is pish. I don't like this. You know what I mean? That's why that works.
Aye. But, aye. It's brilliant, mate. It's just, something else. Like, mate, that's one of my favourite scenes in the whole thing. See the whole train station meeting Igor, and then going to the transport. Just see that whole part of this film. It is amazing. But it's even like the wee lab assistant. Would you like to have a roll around in the hay?
It's fun. Roll, 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 roll.
And then that werewolf, there,
Mate,
there, Wolf.
see that? Oh, so simple and so. Billy Connolly describes it as you go to laugh and you open your mouth and nothing comes out. It's that funny. Werewolf, werewolf. Why are you saying it like that? I thought you wanted to. No.
The other one I know, he goes like that. My name's Igor. I thought it was Igor. They all said it was pronounced. Well, they were wrong, weren't they?
He just does it
You're
because
sassy.
he's saying Frankenstein, and he says to them, "What's your first name? Frederick. Why don't you pronounce it Froderick?" Well, why would I? Because you pronounce Frankenstein. Okay, so you're Igor. No, it's Igor. They told me it was Igor. Well, they were wrong, weren't they? That guy, man. That guy's eyes. Oh, I remember my dad used to say stuff when I was wee about Marty Feldman. Every time he seen something on the telly, probably with goggy eyes, it was like, fuck, look, check Marty Feldman there, man. I was like, who the fuck's Marty Feldman? No, you know.
Oh, mate, he's brilliant in this, mate. He's my favourite character in it. It's just, superb, man.
There's a lot crammed into that opening, isn't there? That, as you say, the pickup and the drop off and all that and the hayride.
Oh, mate. He's doing that now. He goes, this way, sir. I'll get your bags. And he sees the big suitcase. And he grabs the wee one and he goes, fuck that.
Aye. Oh, absolutely amazing, man.
Oh.
So, even when, before that and all, when he's Frankenstein, I'll call him Victor. Victor is engaged to Elizabeth and he's saying she'll her to the train station. And obviously he's desperate for his Nat King, you know what I mean? And she's not entertaining even a kiss in the lips. Goodbye, my darling. Not in the lips. But my darling, watch the hair. And even when he blows her a kiss, she fucking dodges it. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's so good, man. It's just that kind of comedy, right? It's just, it's so subtle and witty. It's just brilliant, man. Oh, but
What else is some like your favourite scenes in it, mate?
I think majority of them just hang me. The train station, obviously, when the Frankenstein monster is sitting with a blind helmet, it's just so funny. It's just like, obviously, because Frankenstein just goes, he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were mute. And I'm wondering if that kind of, what came first? Hear no evil, see no evil, or this?
Oh no, this Hear No Evil, See No Evil was in the late 80s.
Because see this scene, I wonder if this kind of inspired that film. Because it's very similar, see the humour. Oh, so he's like, hold your bullet and I'll fill it up for you, and he's pulling the soup in his legs and all that.
I know, because you're like, at yourself, blind or no blind, why is he doing that with a lady legs? How about a little wine to go with your soup?
But apparently that's another bit. See when obviously the monster crashes at the door and Gene Hackman goes like that. Where are you going? I was going to make espresso. Apparently it fades to black because the whole crew and all that was all howling. And then see after that, that's the first take. They couldn't do it again because every time they went to do it, Gene Hackman kept laughing.
That's right to say they couldn't say the word espresso every time he thought about it. Just no, I can't. I don't care. It can be here for 10 weeks. I'll never get it. That's amazing. There is a lot of in the goofs bit IMDb. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of if you watch this scene, if you watch that scene, you can see Frau put her hand up to her mouth because or you can see Gene Wilder try to hold back the laughter and all that. Things like that make film for me, man.
Aye, superb, man. It's my other two favourite scenes, mate. It's just Igor being Igor. It's like after the experiments failed, right? I watched it again this morning, mate, and I was chuckling away like a madman. See the bit they failed to reanimate Frankenstein's monster. And he goes, "Oh, it's times like this my father would say things to me." And he goes, "What is it he would say?" He goes, "What are you doing in the toilet all morning and all afternoon? Why don't you let somebody else in for a change?"
And Gene Wilder's just getting a look. I can see another when he fails to reanimate him. I'm so sorry, Herr Doctor. Are you okay? Yes, as a scientist, we must learn to take these small mishaps in our stride and go again. And then he turns around and, you son of a bitch, I'll kill him. It's just great.
See when she starts going like that, "Doctor, stop! You'll kill him."
Oh, amazing.
And mate, the last one for me, Igor. See when Frankenstein's missus comes and he says to Igor, "Would you help me with these 2 bags?" And he goes, "Okay, you take the blonde and I'll take the one with the turban." And then he just starts biting this fox thing on her neck. Mate, absolutely crippled me, man.
Aye, that was ad-libbed, I know. You know what I mean? Brilliant. And just before it as well, when she's getting after Coach, and Victor says, "Hello, my darling, miss me?" And then has a wee bit of dialogue, turns away, and then this is Igor. And he goes, "Hello, my darling, miss me?" A nutcase, man.
Oh, you get any favourite scenes, mate?
Aye, basically the ones you said as well. Even when they get to the castle for the first time, the slapstick, the big giant knockers at the door, man, and Victor's like, "What knockers?" And we Inga goes, "Oh, thank you, Herr Doctor." And obviously that's the first time they meet Frau Brooker.
Oh,
I
mate.
know. And every time they say Brooker, the horses go. So they're doing that for a wee bit. And then Marty Feldman just comes back out the door and goes, "Brooker." And laughs at the camera. But
But it's her face, isn't it? And she's pure.
oh, it's amazing. It's not as much scenes, right? It's bits in the film you just keep plucking out. When Brooker takes him up to his room, she's, "Would you like a little brandy? Perhaps?" "No, thank you." And then she goes to go away and he goes, "Hot cocoa?" "No." And then she keeps thinking other things and just looks at him. Oh,
Oh,
brilliant. But even the other scenes as well, that inspector with the horn, the first time he's on screen, I mean, the village are having an angry mob meeting in the village hall. There's only one person who would know such a mindset. Inspector, whatever he's Inspector something. And he's just staring at the fire and he's false serum lighting the fag.
mate, it's just so ridiculous, isn't it? It's that ridiculous, it's funny. Oh.
Even Frau Brooker is taking them up the stairs and she's no lit the candles.
Aye.
But she stops them on the stairs and goes, "Stay close to the candles. These stairs can be treacherous." He's just looking at the candles. Do you know they're no lit then?
Oh, mate. Oh. Wait, talking about that inspector as well. See when he goes to pull up Frankenstein for all the village people are a bit scared and all that, and he's playing darts with him. He goes to the board and he takes them off and he sticks them in his arm to hold them.
Aye.
Oh, mate.
And then, even though they're having a conversation, he waits till Victor turns his back and runs up to the board and puts them on and goes, my God, great grouping.
Oh, mate.
And then starts trying to put them off.
Oh, mate. It's
Great, man.
just, mate, there's so many proper laugh out loud moments. But, oh, genius, man. A lot of it is genius. It's so subtle. It's brilliant, man. Oh.
See, as just as we're alluding to earlier on about the very much a film its time comedy wise, see when you get people together that just are silly and they know
Aye.
there's no reprisal, that can be funny. Because a lot of it is just silly. It's probably half of this film is stuff you and I would do on a night out or something like that, just talking nonsense, you know what I mean? I come up with funny stuff. And then the physical comedy, that when they find the rotating bookshelf.
Aye.
What the candle fuck?
Mate, it's even see like it's childish in a way as well, isn't it? Because go back to that bit where his missus shows up to the castle and she's asking his assistant, "What is it that you do?"
That's it. It is childish, you're right. It's silly, it's naughty. Some naughty stuff in it. Is that cat running about your room there?
No, it was the dog. It was the dog. But
Oh, it was the
aye,
dog.
funny man. But
there's another bit where
oh dear.
Victor says to Igor, "Damn your eyes!" And he just goes, "Too late for me."
That's one of my favourite lines for it, mate. Oh, just having a laugh at yourself. You know what I mean? Because I still say that sometimes. So just damn your eyes. You know what I mean?
Aye.
And if I say it to my brother, he usually replies, "Too late."
The whole like storyline about it, like digging up the body and all that kind of stuff, is just funny. There's a couple of gaffes in there. Talk about how there's no way they could have got underneath the coffin to push it up. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Aye.
But who cares?
Aye. But it's actually a thing, mate. I think it's one of the very few parody films out there that was nominated for Oscars.
Aye, 2 nominations, mate. That's right.
Aye. Know what I mean? Just shows you how good it, although it was for like the sound and something else, but it was like the fact that it was nominated, just
Aye.
superb, man.
It picked up about a right good amount of Golden Fleece awards, whatever they were. I noticed that. But aye, as you say, mate, there's a tremendous amount of ad-libbing in this film because you had people that could think their feet. You had Marty Feldman, you had Gene Wilder, and Mel Brookes was probably the biggest one I know. But apparently, the hump shifting sides was just something Marty Feldman thought was a pure laugh. You know what I mean?
Mate, see that, mate? It's the hump is its own character in this, man.
Every time Victor puts his hand on it, it sounds like somebody hitting a bass drum, doesn't it? Thump.
Aye.
You know, I'm quite a brilliant surgeon. I could take care of your my what? Can I say it? Can I say hump? You know what I mean?
Oh, mate, it's superb, man. Aye, because he was just doing it himself, and it wasn't until some of the crew members went like, "He's moving that hump a bit," and then it became the thing. Know what I mean? Like even like the Gene Wilder's character at one point goes, "Wasn't that?" Never mind.
What was what? Where was what? It's fucking brilliant. So Gene Wilder and Mel Brooks have also got a bit of history making a good few films together. Obviously they're good pals, they're Jewish and all that. But it's one of the only films that kind of had a big row. Did you read that a bit about it? Did a big fallout off set,
Aye.
and there was an absolute screaming match apparently. And Mel Brooks stormed out in a rage, and then like 30 seconds later, Gene Wilder gets a phone call, and it was fucking Mel Brooks on the phone going, "Who was that madman you had in your house? I could hear him yelling all the way over here. You should never let crazy people into your house. Don't you know that? They could be dangerous." And as Gene Wilder says, that's his way of saying sorry. Just brilliant, man.
Aye. Aye, because part of the deal as well was Mel Brooks wasn't allowed to have his usual cameo in his film.
I know. I don't know why Wilder said that. Look, I'll only do it if you're not in it.
I wonder if that maybe sparked that argument, but
But he did get in it because it was Mel Brooks that done the werewolf, wasn't it? He was the voice.
Aye, and the cat getting hit with a dart as well.
Aye.
Oh,
That's another one.
but
When the inspector's cutting him off with the darts and he's firing them out the window and all that. And then later in the scene, the inspector says, "Goodbye, Herr Doctor." He gets in his police car and it's got two flat tyres with darts sticking out them.
aye.
Well,
Thought about Mel Brooks. Would you say this is Mel Brooks' best one?
no, I still think Blazing Saddles is the peak of his powers because comedically it's side stitch busting laughter, man, and it uses comedy to address the wrongs. You know what I mean, like racism and all that kind of stuff. A lot of people
Aye.
watch Blazing Saddles and just totally don't get it. That's a terrible film. That's a racist film. They say the N word and like, but no, you need to step for outside of the box looking in. It's him taking the mickey out of how backward humans were. Do you know what I mean? All together,
Yeah.
regardless of race and all that. But sure, would you say this was his best one?
No, I'm with you, mate. Same with Blazing Saddles, because I just think it's genius. See the way he pokes fun at everybody in it. And then it's still got that silliness in it as well. Talk about the Gene Wilder character, know what I mean? He's got the shaky horn. That's my shooting horn. That's not what I mean.
Then it breaks the third wall at the end by busting it into the studio. And even to the very end, it's Hedley Lamar going like that. Look, it's Hedley Lamar. Hedley. Keep saying that to everybody. Hedley. And then the woman in this that plays Elizabeth, she's the mad kind of Nazi woman in Blazing Saddles, isn't she? It's too, it's too, it's too.
Because I'm sure I'm sure Spaceballs was Mel Brooks as well. I like that too.
That's right.
But
Aye.
it's Blazing Saddles, mate. It's got to be.
Again, another parody, wasn't it? Spaceballs.
I mean, that's just done well, mate. See, every time I just see John Candy dressed up as a big dog, just.
That's right. Aye. What's his name in it again?
I can't remember.
Is it Ruff? just Ruff in it. Hi, how you doing? I'm Ruff. A big Peter Griffin man. The dog suit.
Oh, superb, man.
Even I know I forgot to mention there's a cracking bit of dialogue in this when Victor's came to the realization, by God, it could be done. You know what I mean about reanimating life, and he's talking to Inger about it. He would have to be a man of enormous proportions, enormous hands and feet and arms and legs, and she she goes like that. Everywhere, Herr Doctor? Oh yes, everywhere. Oh, he would have an enormous Schwanzdrucker. Indeed. I mean,
That goes without saying.
aye, brilliant, man.
Oh,
And then, as he's explaining that, Igor's drawing a picture. Something like
aye.
this, master. You've got something there. Grotesque, crude, but life. Yes, yes, I can see. Pure critique in a drawing, man. It's brilliant.
Aye. Again, for anybody that doesn't know, Frankenstein's monsters, played by Peter Boyle. That's Raymond's dad, and everybody loves Raymond. Know what I mean? But I don't see in this film, mate. He looks massive.
I does, doesn't he?
Uh,
Aye, he is. It must have. I didn't read anything to suggest he was on stilts or big shoes or on a box or anything like that, but it must have been, surely.
big shoe, big shoe.
Big shoe. By the way, it couldn't have been any bigger than Victor's Cuban heels at the very start when he was in the lecture theatre. Cuban heels on, man.
Oh, superb, man. Oh, have you got a favourite character in the film at all? Somebody that stands out better than the rest?
I'm going to say Marty Feldman, but I know you're going to say him, so I'll just say Gene Wilder because he's just classic. He's got that serious face that says 1,000 words. The way he kind of shouts, I like that. He just gets dead emotional and shouts things. He gets excited and all that. It's great. Even when they go to reanimate the monster for the first time, he's just standing there in the touring remember beside the wheel, and he goes, "Elevate me!" Starts putting his hands up there. Great.
Aye.
What about you?
Oh,
Who's your favourite character?
aye. You called it, mate. It's Igor, Marty Feldman. It's just, I think he's just got the best lines in it, the best quips, and it's just everything. Just even the silliness in it. Know what I mean? Like when they fail to reanimate the corpse. Frankenstein wants to talk to him and he goes, "Have a seat." And the next thing he sits on the floor like a wee boy. Know what I mean?
No, up here, silly boy. And he talks about the brain, didn't he? No,
Aye.
you didn't get the guy's brain I wanted, didn't you know? Now, master. Okay. Now I want you to tell me whose brain you got, and you won't get angry. I will not get angry. It's just such Abby someday.
Aye, I'll be normal.
Someone. You
Oh.
got me an abnormal brain. In a 7.5 foot mountain, you son of a bitch, I'll kill you. And then they start doing the charades again, didn't they?
Oh, mate. Oh, it's so good, man. Oh, but mate, even let's see, even when it comes to the end as well, the putting on the Ritz dance off number. They didn't know. They didn't know what the Frankenstein monster was going to say. So Peter Boyle even ad-libbed that.
If you
Oh,
want
it's
some
so
place to
fucking
go,
stupid.
here's Dashing Fitz. It's even just before it and all. The two bangs with a cane. Bum, bum. Oh, it's class, man.
Oh, oh,
There's another 100 bits in this and all, like when they dig him up, the body for the first time, and they're going through the streets, and it falls, the cart collapses, and the wee post comes in, and like the dead body's hand sticking it. The post just introduces yourself, you slap with the horn, bang, bang. Huh? But the best bit's when they says, "Oh, it's cold tonight," and he just goes like that with the other horn. Yes, it's freezing. The other horn's no clenching. That's great.
aye. Oh, mate. Oh, there's so much shit, man. It's like you says, like even the bit I know when Frankenstein kidnaps his wife. Know what I mean? Takes her to this mad cave and all that. Like even that I know. Obviously they've done the deed and all that, and she's quite pleased and all this. Know what I mean? She starts singing. Know what I mean? Even her line, I know. See when the Frankenstein monster leaves because he hears the violin music, she goes, "Oh, all you boys are all the same. 6 or 7 quick ones, and then you're away.
I know.
6 or 7 quick ones."
Oh, that's brilliant, isn't it? As you say, mate, just the singing. What are you doing? What are you? I mean, I do it. Hallucinate. Oh,
Oh,
that's good.
oh, superb, man. But see, what you were saying, like Gene Wilder, his acting in this film was brilliant. And see for the crazy madman, the crazy scientist parts, got it bang on.
Because it delivers some one-shot dialogue, speeches, monologues. I think actors call them, that are brilliant. It's just getting raised up to the roof. It just does this mad speech. It's amazing, and it ends in life, life, give me life, damn you. But the whole thing before it was great, man. His acting's great, mate. Acting's tip top.
Aye. I can see a lot of the props in this as well. The were for the original Frankenstein film for the 1930s.
I thought it the guy was still alive, didn't he? That made them.
Aye. And he locked them all in a garage. So, that's
After we
handy.
had any props left, it's like, of course I have. Can we use them? Certainly, sir. The wee guy brought them all down and all that, and that was amazing, man. I mean, a lot of, probably, if we're talking about the black and white stuff, a lot of that probably maybe when it looked great in colour. Do you know what I mean? Especially if it was stuff made for a black and white film. Aye, just amazing, man. You're saying there, Peter Boyle, something about Raymond. He's da. He's a funny guy, man. He's still alive, by the way. So he is, I
I
think.
thought he was dead.
I've seen a
I
wee
thought
Google
he'd
photo of
passed.
him, and he looks very wee and frail. Know what I mean? In fact, let's see. Pedro Boyle, are you still with us? Maybe I've just got it wrong.
I'm sure he's gone. I didn't say that. The old Mel Brooks is about 97.
Right, 97, on his bloody 90th wife. Oh no, you're right, mate. He did die. Uh, uh, he's up there with all the greats there.
Aye.
Up there with Richard Harmon. And Dad, too.
No. He's back for the Christmas period.
See, I know, mate, there's a bit in this where Gene Hackman, Wilder, Victor says to Igor Ninga, I'm going to get into this room and I'm going to reason with him. What are you going to use, Doctor? Love. I'm going to get him through love. Whatever you hear, do not let me out of this room, because you'll just be undoing everything I stand for. As soon as he's in, it just whispers to the door, doesn't it? Let me out of here. Get me out of here right now. But
Open
when he
the
realises he
damn
can't,
door.
the goddamn door, I'm going to murder the two of you. And then he realises he's not getting it. And he turns around to the monster and goes, hello, handsome. You're a fine looking fella. Huh?
Oh, mate.
Oh,
It's so good, man. Like,
you're a god and all that.
it's well,
Brilliant.
the part is well written. I, I know I've quoted quite a bit yet, but have you any favourite lines in the film?
I have said a lot of them, mate. I think Inga's slapstick's quite good in it, because she's always alluding to the fact that she wants to take him to bed. Because like after the Ritz bit and everything goes mental and the crowd start throwing stuff at the monster and he buggers off. Obviously, Victor's distraught. What am I going to do and all that? And she's just stroking him, going, "If there was only some way I could relieve your tension, just one little thing I could do for you." And then the next thing you know, they're getting lowered down for the ceiling on the table, just having had sex, smoking fags and all that. Yes, Frau Brooker, your fiance is here. But I think line wise, they're just. I think we've covered a lot of them, man. I can't think of any more, to be honest with you. No,
Yeah.
there's a bit where the inspector, after everything's all smashing and all that, and he's calmed the mob, and he thinks, "Oh, the monster's cool." He goes, "Yeah, let me be the first to offer my hand and welcome you to Transylvania. And now, everybody, let's go to my house for the little sponge cake and the little wine." 100 people, man. You got enough sponge cake for 100 people?
Oh, super man.
Do you get stuff you've not said?
No, mate, we said all mine's damn your eyes, even the walk this way part, and then just I can't get out of that bit. See, just I got talking about the things his father used to say, mate. It actually see we had the first time I watched it back, I actually brought tears. I couldn't stop laughing, man.
And he kind of passed away
Aye.
quite young as well, Marty Feldman. Great comedic actor in a lot of great films. I think he was part of the 9 o'clock news gang with Dudley Moore and Peter Cook and all that. Deemed the best comics of their era in the 60s and 70s. Marty Feldman, where are you, sir? You and your eyes.
Yeah.
I think
I'm sure
he
he
was
died.
reincarnated as an iguana. He was born in 34, man. So 1982 he died in Mexico City. But he's got some smashing eyes, the boy. Look at those eyes.
Aye.
Oh, you need to tune into the YouTube to see that, man. Oh, brilliant.
Aye. Gene Wilder's passed away or not, hasn't
Aye, no long ago, actually, 2016 or something, I think I read. For about 5 or 6 years. No, that's 7 years, actually, Craig. Aye, that was a shame. As I said, everything he's done, him and Richard Pryor had an amazing chemistry when they done a few films together, man.
he? Aye. I'm trying. Aye, what was that? Was it Stir Crazy? Is that the one they go to prison? That's
Aye. And see no evil, hear no evil. And is it? See no evil, hear no evil. Great. The
aye.
bit where they're walking back to they're going to get to jail, and they're just walking back to the cells. Is that it? We're just doing the 16 hours today. I could do some more and all that. And then the guard goes away. Collapses in his bed, all
Aye. As a distinct kind of comedy, isn't it? That it's just like many things, mate. Humour moves on. That's why I don't think like this film. See if people that haven't watched it before watch it with somebody that has watched it. I reckon it helps. They'll laugh at the bits that the other person gets, but
Aye.
I don't know.
It's one of the films. You just got to switch your bloody brain off and just laugh for what it is. Don't be offended at nothing. You know what I mean? It's not really to be offended in it about it. Maybe a few feminists would gaff on that because of the use of boobage and slapstick sexual content and all that, but it's just funny. Just so funny,
Aye.
man, and kind of deep now. You know what I mean?
Aye. Everything has to be serious. But
So what do you get out of 10, mate? What have you given it out of 10?
it's an 8 for me, mate. An 8.
Good strong start to the series. An 8 for me as well, mate. 16 out of 20. Uh, aye. And then, what's I going to say? Next year, it'll be 50, the 50th anniversary.
It's a long time, man.
It is. See, the 70s doesn't feel 50 years ago, but Christ, aye. The decade I was born in that. Jesus. I'll be black and white shortly. Any Glaswegianisms for it?
Wee Frankie.
Aye. Well, you just stole my thunder. That's what I was going to say, I know. Oh, Midget Francis. Can I say midget anymore? Aye, you can. It's a Mel Brookes film. Midget Francis and Wee Frankie. Absolutely great, man. Anything you've been watching recently, mate?
I have. I went to see Napoleon, and
Tell us
it's
how it
not so
was.
happy. Aye, it's
Spoiler, he dies.
aye, for me, mate. It was just, don't get me wrong. The battles were done brilliant, graphic. You know what I mean? Well done, as Ridley Scott usually does. But the film itself, it just felt like scene. You didn't see like the meteoric rise of Napoleon. Know what I mean? Like why he was so revered by people and stuff like that. It just at one point he's a general, the next thing he's the emperor. Know what I mean? And you're going, how did this come
Aye,
about?
so kind of a lot of missed the boat kind of stuff there, man, because I always wondered why you would do a historic movie without a lot of the history in it. Because that's the stuff, like you said there, that's the kind of stuff I'm interested in.
Aye,
You know what I mean?
I like how he gets into the population psyche. You know what I mean? That this is your guy, but it didn't really go into that, mate. It was like, and when they did, like how he becomes like leader of France, it was like a 5 minute scene. You know what I mean? It was like
Aye.
they're going to do this, and then it was the coup, and it was like that. Boom, that was it done. He was now the leader, and you're going. But it dedicated a lot of screen time to his relationship with Josephine. So,
Yeah, I'm
and
not interested in that. Not interested in it at
and I'm
all.
also of
As
the
I says to
opinion.
you, mate, I listen to the John Campbell show, as everybody knows. I text you right after I listened to his review of it, and I says to you, mate, he's just said the exact same things as you. And then you gave it a listen and said, aye, that's basically what the film is. It was a kind of missed it, didn't
Aye,
hit the mark.
that's it. Plus, I've,
Shame, because I'm guessing it was visually brand new. Aye.
aye, brilliant, mate. All the age old France and all that, all looked brilliant. The palaces, buildings, like I says, the battles were tremendous. You know what I mean? But
Aye.
it's even to the point, like, see when I think Napoleon, I always think like France was at odds with the British, and the British weren't in
Aye.
it very much either. You know what I mean? So it was like, I don't know.
Well, I'll wait till it comes out for streaming, mate. I'll not be glad to see that. Neither I will. I think the next one I'll go to see is probably we've got Aquaman coming up, haven't we?
Aye, that's coming out. But I'm not usually a December goer to the movies. Know what I mean? But we'll see. Because I'm
Do you know what
thinking
I'm
about going to
saying?
see
That
one today.
I've not got a spare minute until
Aye,
January. I can't be going to see nothing. How about you got to go and see today if you go?
it's a film. Thanksgiving. I think
Ah,
it's
right.
just it's like a slasher. I'm guessing, but who
It's
knows?
not about a guy going about killing turkeys anyway.
Aye,
Mm.
no, but I've really bar Napoleon. I would say that was it. Nah, and I was kind of let down by it.
Well,
What can I say?
that's about shit, that.
Aye.
No
And I
happy at
went back
that.
and I watched a lot of old classics and all that. I went back and I watched I Spy with Owen Wilson and Eddie Murphy and all that. I went back and watched all that kind of Rush Hour and all that. Know what I mean? I was getting my body fix on.
God, there's a film I've totally forgot about, I Spy. God, I think I've seen that if it came out. That was alright, that, wasn't it? It's quite funny. Liked it.
Aye, I fair enjoyed it. Aye. But what about yourself, mate? Have you watched anything?
Yes, I finished House. Ta-da! And loved every bit of it, man. It was great. What a character. Great story, great backstories and all that. That was just excellent. So I'm glad I finished that. I then proceeded to watch the Sly documentary on Netflix, and that was pretty good. But again, it felt like it got to a point and then quickly ended. There was another hour and a half there, easy to
Aye.
to go over and discuss. It's as if it got to like just at Rocky Five, and then there was 20 minutes left of the documentary. So I was interested to hear him kind of talk about his dad in it. He wasn't shy in saying that his dad was physically abused him, basically battered his melting
Aye.
and all that. So it was good that way. But he's an inspirational guy. I love Sly Stallone. Yeah, he's the American dream, I suppose, turning up, no saying yes when he was getting offered money for the script. To just no, you're not getting it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Aye.
So he done it. And then I watched Old Dads yesterday. And that film is just, it's going to be with me a long time, that film. I'm going to be watching that. It's going to be my background movie when I'm doing stuff. It's just so apt and poignant for a guy my age with toddlers. You know what I mean? I've got two 5-year-olds, as you know, twin boys in primary one, and I'm 45, going on 55. Trying to acclimatise to a world that I didn't grow up in. Trying to be,
Aye.
it's just these people telling you what you can and can't say, and how you should be raising your kid, and then you've got to even fight with your missus about how your outlook, and it's Bill Barr, mate. I didn't even know he directed it.
Aye. Aye.
Kudos to him.
Aye.
The three of them are great together. The three guys. It just resonates. Every one of them resonates with me. Brilliant.
That was different aspects of different men, wasn't it?
Right.
Uh,
Three kind of different. Aye, just three guys, man. Funny. See the big guy that was in Ant-Man.
aye.
See his missus. I want to break her fingers, man. Clicking all the time. Uh-uh. And then saying to the wee bastard child, "You've got a lot of feelings in you just now. Just let them out. Come here, you." Know what I mean? That's great.
Uh, Brilliant, man. So, have you got a movie for next week?
I do. I'm swithering between. I've got 25 or 30 in my head now. But I am going to pick out of my wee list here. I've got a wee list in front of me, mate.
Aye.
Uh, so a lot of comedies in there, but seeing as we opened with a comedic one, I am going to pluck for Rock and Roller.
Oh, got it.
Guy Ritchie, Rock and Roller. Still a bit slapstick in there, but a lot of good acting, a lot of good action, some good gangster South London accents, man, in there, and
Aye.
can still waiting the follow up, mate. You know what I mean? That was meant to have happened
Aye.
before now.
Yep, that's it, mate. Oh, I don't know why it didn't happen, but we'll talk about that on the day.
Yes, we'll do some research,
Aye.
and I suppose we might as well deliver some news about our collaboration, mate. So you tell the people what's happening.
Yeah. Well, as we've mentioned before, we will be collaborating with Seismic Cinema, the chaps. And we finally got down to a date. So
Yes.
that will be coming next week at some point, if that's when we decide to release it. And we shall be doing The Rock. And I think we're going to have a competition to see who can do the best Connery.
Aye. Who can give you a stonery with your best Sean Connery? Aye, we've set our date for recording. Uh, fucking 9 o'clock at night. Jeez. Nice, man. Oh, how I loathe it. But I'm looking forward to getting the boys on Screenways and that, and listening to some views on this Michael Bay classic. A lot of slow motion, a lot of American flag fluttering, a lot of panning over horizons. But on top of all that is a lot of fucking great dialogue, action, and a wicked storyline in it.
Aye. It's an action movie classic. And
And yeah, I thought you were one of them. He came in through the door, Dad. Oh, yeah, good point. Oh,
fuck's
I don't think
sake.
he says that, The Rock.
Aye, but I'm sure it'll be a laugh.
It will be, because we're getting a trifecta and we're getting Colin, James, and Paul have all said, yes, we're all in. So it's going to be fiveys. It's going to be an awfully noisy room. So as I might have to mute a couple of yous. But I think we're missing. I think James will come on and just start swearing like a sailor.
Swelling.
Swelling. Oh, I know I would if I seen me in a wee box. Oh, swelling.
James looking awfully bloated, son.
Elevate me. He'll come on and just let rip because he likes a sweary word. He must do because he goes to Ibrox the same as us. But I think my mission has to be to try and get Colin to say a bad word.
Aye.
'Cause it is going to be, from our point of view, it is going to be a what's the script episode with guesting seismic. So anything goes, as you know. You can say anything, do anything, turn up and look like anything you want. You know what I mean? I know I'm going to turn up looking fucking shattered 9 o'clock at night. Jesus.
Aye, but aye. So that's something for you to look forward to. And obviously Rock and Roller as well. So
Rock and Roller next week. I'm going to save it for next week because I nearly let a Gerard Butler line come out there and I'm not going to.
aye.
But
And
listen, folks, thanks again. This is series 4. We've kicked off. Ready to go again with another 25 and get up to that 100 mark. But keep liking, keep sharing, keep telling your pals, keep telling your enemies. And if don't even need to watch us, man, just go to our YouTube and click on it, let it play for a couple of seconds. That'll do us. But leave a comment now and again, leave a wee like. It doesn't take very long. I seem to think I'm the only one that does it. It's the same with TikTok as well. I like everything.
Aye.
But people hold on to hold on to my likes and my loves and that and my comments. Oh no, I don't want to be too eager.
Mind that, people. Oh, I've only got 3 loves.
Yeah, mate. See, when people first started, it was 1.
Oh.
And see if you didn't get to your bird, there was hell to pay, man.
Aye, chaos.
Especially if you're going to be a psychotic fucking maniac like I was at the time.
Oh, I mean, hope you enjoyed the new opening to the.
Aye, sorry. You're right, mate. Sorry. Should have mentioned that at the start. We're the new opening credits with the title track Insincere by Quaint, who are a Glasgow band. Very young. Don't think any of them have shaved yet, but they're smashing. They've done King Tut's, they've done SW3, or is it SG3? What is it called? Can't remember.
SWG3.
There you go. You're the man. And they've done most of the hot spots in and around Glasgow. And they're quite sought after. Do you know what I mean? They've not done a free gig yet. You need to buy fucking tickets for the bastards. But they're great. They're going to go places. and they're on Spotify, so check them out. Anything else you want to divulge to the public, sir?
No, that's it. Just again, muchas gracias for the likes and the views and the listens and the sharings and aye.
You sounded like phone jacker there. Thank you for the sharings, the listenings, and the likings,
Aye.
your internet providings.
Aye, but aye, it's all much appreciated that it doesn't go unnoticed. So, know what I mean?
Aye, keep it up.
Aye.
Support us, we'll support you.
Yes.
We're like a fucking right good belt, you know what I mean? We'll keep your trousers up.
Aye. With all wrinkly and leather like.
Oh, they're taut and whippy.
Aye, we're all full of
Right.
holes.
But we buckle down, you know what I mean? Get the job done.
Aye. Aye.
Any other belt related things you want to say there?
We'll always support you in your ever expanding waistline.
So strap in for the ride.
And adjust your hearing. But
Okay. Aye. That's
aye,
plenty.
aye. Cheery bye and thank you for listening and viewing, etc., etc., etc.
Aye. See you next week, trips. But a wee bit later next week, it'll be Friday. We're doing the recording because we're doing the collab on the Wednesday. So, and I'm doing overtime on the Thursday. So, aye, I'm going to go up and squirt tomato sauce over Chris's landings. That's what I'm going to do next week. Do a big tolly on his stairwell and that. Right mentions in the wall at Jimmy Boyle. Yeah.
It's Jackson Pollock, that.
Oh. Right, cheery bye, folks.
Cheery bye.